Let us start biology class. I have already started first chapter, the living world, and I introduced the chapter. What is living? We discussed some defining and non-defining properties of living being. Let us proceed. Today I am going to discuss diversity in living world. Diversity. Diversity is a term you all are aware of. We will discuss what is biodiversity. We look around us, varieties of organisms, millions of plants, animal species. That is the biodiversity. That means biodiversity is the occurrence of varieties of living organisms in the world. Now children, we have to know the organisms. We are giving names. In science, giving name is known as nomenclature. We know the organism differently in different area. Local area have local names for all organisms. And it can confuse people. So science have developed a system of giving name called nomenclature. Nomenclature is to provide standardized name to the living organism that should be unique. Which part of the world you go, it will be same. Like Mangifera indica is a scientific name of mango. Local names in different area may vary, but scientific name is unique throughout the world. To give or for naming organism, identification of organism is must. So we need to identify the organism correctly. Then only we can describe properly and we can give proper name. This identification, nomenclature and keeping organism into different categories is known as classification. We classify organism based on certain characters that we can observe. Now, we will come back to nomenclature. How the scientists overcome through the process of giving name to the organism. What rules they design, we will discuss. International Council of Botanical Nomenclature and International Council for Zoological Nomenclature. Botanical for giving names to plant and zoological to give names for animals. They have designed certain rules to give names for plants and animals. These are: every species should have two-word name. This is known as binomial nomenclature. The term binomial nomenclature was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. We will give an example of Mangifera indica again. We can also give example of Panthera leo. Here what we can see, two names, Mangifera and indica. So the first name is generic name, which shows genus. We will discuss what is genus, species. And the second name is species name. Now the second rule, names are generally Latin word and if typed must be in italics. If handwritten must be written and underlined. Third name, generic names start with a capital letter whereas species names start with the small letter. Now we will discuss taxonomy. What is taxonomy? We are talking about grouping organism. It is a branch of science that deal with identification, classification and nomenclature. Whatever I discussed earlier, that comes under a branch of science called taxonomy. How the organisms are grouped, children? We have to group organism into different categories. Those categories are scientifically known as taxon, and the plural word is taxa. The taxonomic categories are the hierarchy of the step in which each step represents a rank or category. Now let us discuss about the taxonomic categories. Kingdom, more diverse. Phylum, division. Phylum is used for animals, whereas term division is used for plants. Class, order, family, genus, species. These are the taxonomic category. Species is a smallest and most closely related organism. Group of closely related organism which can interbreed in nature and produce fertile offspring. Now children, we will see some exceptions. In this video I have given one exception, but I will discuss some more and I will provide those in the note. We will talk about certain exception. What I told, species is the group of closely related organism which can interbreed in nature to produce fertile offspring. Now you see, mule is sterile organism. Mule is a product of cross between male donkey and female horse. Why did I use the term cross? For animals and plants, the term cross is used, and for human being, the term marriage is used. Please remember this. Male donkey and female horse, they breed in nature to produce sterile offspring called mule. Another example, we can take hinny. It is the cross between male horse and female donkey. This is also sterile. Now we will see another exception, which is really an exception of species. Tigon is the offspring produced due to cross between tiger and lioness, and it occur in captivity, do not occur naturally. And the tigon is a fertile. So we can find some exception, but if we go as per the definition, we can find some differences. What did we say? What did I say? Mule. Mule is a sterile, but the breeding is in nature. So what is given in the definition? Group of closely related organism which can interbreed in nature to produce fertile organism. So we can see the male donkey and female horse, they are different species. They can breed in nature, but they cannot produce fertile offspring. Another example I told, tigon, between tiger and lioness, produces fertile progeny, but it is not a natural breeding. It occurs in captivity. So it is not a natural breeding. Now children, we will shift to the next category. Genus. Genus is a group of similar species like Panthera tigris, Panthera leo. So two closely related species, Panthera tigris and Panthera leo, they are included in a same genus, and genus is Panthera. We will shift to the next category, family. It includes similar genera. Panthera, which is genus for tiger, lion, and the felis include domestic cat. Both are included under family Felidae. Let us talk about the next category, order. Includes similar families. Felidae, cat family, Canidae, dog family. They are included in a same order, Carnivora. Class includes similar orders. Class Carnivora, order Carnivora and order Primata. They are included in a similar class Mammalia. Phylum. It includes similar classes. Chordata is a phylum which include classes like Mammalia, aves, reptiles, amphibian, Pisces. Now, the largest one, the last category, the biggest category is the kingdom. All the phyla of animal kingdom, including vertebrates, invertebrates, they all are included in kingdom Animalia. Children, today up to this. Next class we will talk about some taxonomic keys, how they are helping in the studies of zoology. Thank you, children.